Hello, this is Barry Enerson from the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room. It is Tuesday, March the 31st. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. All right, let's get right to it. Yesterday we had the big monster day, of course, and so I guess it was expected that we'd have a bit of a pullback today in the Dow and all, and that's exactly what we have right now. The market's got another hour or so to before it closes, and we're down 100 points. Consequently, it was a little more difficult for me to find the reversal plays, the bounce plays, the continuation plays. Certainly not like yesterday. However, still did find some, and I'm going to go over them. And the first one was CHRW, CH Robinson Worldwide. And this came from this particular strategy. I know we shared it in the room yesterday. Now, there were only 40,000 shares when I received this alert, but it was 9:35, so it was rather early. And the alert came at 72.79. You can see right here is 72.79. And why this is a turnaround play. So obviously, as it was going back up, it got triggered right here. But because the volume was light and because it was really whippy, because the volume was light, the spread was bad. So I really had to wait to allow it to settle down just a little bit. When it got over the whole number, I took the trade at 73.10. It still wasn't easy. I mean, the spread wasn't great, and this is really why I took some out right here at 73.20. It popped up, but it came right back down. I took some out at 73.20 just to ensure a little bit of profit. Didn't want to see this action happen right there. But it didn't. It held, and then it really ramped up well. And I was really hoping actually that it would get through 74. It stalled right up here, a couple of double tops, and then as it was coming back down, I took the rest of the trade out at 73.66. So a really terrific trade based on this strategy. And I'm starting to get comfortable with the strategy. Even said in the room that if this strategy and a couple of others that Trade Ideas has put together using the odds maker, and I think that will be present in the I guess the optimized channel bar. I don't know when it's coming. Please don't ask me because I'm not sure when it's coming. It's very possible that I'll only have those strategies up and running. It could be only 4 strategies, in other words, 4 windows up and running, and I'll just delete everything else because it's too much noise, especially if these strategies start working the way they have been. Let me just show you. Okay, I want to go to the next one. Now I'm going to show you a couple other strategy or alerts that I didn't take, unfortunately. But I'll get to this one that I did take. Now this came from my custom and it didn't work. CBG received on my custom. This is my momentum play. Got the alert at 38.76 and took the trade right here at, it's hard to see, but at 38.83, and it looked really good just for a second. I mean, 38.98, and it looked like it was just going to break right through 39. And again, if you're saying, well, why would I ever take this trade? I mean, look how extended it is. You're absolutely right. But this is a momentum indicator that I've had for a few years now, and when they work really, really well. They just seem to keep going, so that's why I took the trade. In this case, it didn't work here, and so I exited right here at 38.77 for a 6-cent loss. So, and it was right in time because it really started to fall after that. However, I started watching it again, and on this little action here, a little bit of consolidation, and then the break. I actually said in the room if it got above 38.50, I was going to take the trade. I really wanted to look at it. And so I took the trade here at 38.52, but I had no illusions. I didn't think this was going to run or anything, but so I sold some here at 38.62 and I don't have it. Yeah, I sold the rest at 38.70. I'm sorry, I don't have it marked here, but I sold the rest at 38.73. It's not, oh, well, it's right here actually. I don't have it marked. Well, actually, that's where it is right now. Sorry about that. But I did sell at 38.73. So nothing fantastic, but certainly this was a nice pattern. And who knows, it could have continued the way I was hoping it would this morning. The next one was CLDN. And this is what I was saying. Yesterday these opening range breaks were really, really firing, and there were lots of continuation. Didn't have that today. It's not that they worked horribly, but it just didn't have the continuation. So received the alert at 2061. Again, this is, I wonder if I have it. No, I've just renamed it. Basically, it's a 30-minute opening range break. And so so the alert came at 2061. And I ended up taking the trade right here at 2080, a little bit later. I actually watched it. You see, the alert would have been right around here. And it shot up. There's no way I could take the trade. It went up way too quickly. But then notice how it came back down. And so I waited on it. And the next time it broke, I decided to take the trade at 2080. It looked really good. For a brief moment, I thought it was just going to scream. I mean, it got up to 2135, but it stalled, and I took some out here at 2110, and then the balance here at 2097. So that's what I mean. We didn't have that big continuation that we had yesterday, but still, nonetheless, on a day when the market's down, another long trade that worked. Another one that I went long on that worked. I missed this one. Fang. Here is the alert at 7627. Let's just see what it's doing now. FANG. And so again, 7627. Now you see it's right here at 7691, so it's still well above it, but it actually got I can't click on it there. Now I can click on it. If I clicked on it, I was going to lose my the window, so I didn't want to do that. But look how high it got, 77.46. Now I'm not saying that you would have been able to hold on through all of this, but it is very interesting to me, as I said in the room, that some of these now are turning into great watch list candidates. So, it's not just a matter of watching it through the opening range, and then if it does work and you get out of it because it's pulled back on you, still watch it because they've obviously got some juice in it. HRS didn't quite work. I ended up taking the trade at here it is at 79.27. Let's just bring it up. HRS. I took the trade at just 1 second, please. Sorry about that. So I took the trade right here at 79.32. Now remember, the alert was actually a lot earlier. It was at 10:45 at 79.27. So 10:45 is around here, and here is where it actually would have received that alert. But I didn't take it right there. I waited on it, and you see how it pulled back, pulled back, pulled back. And I said in the room that if it could get above this area, that I would take the trade. And so that's what I did. But it just didn't work. It again didn't have that nice continuation that we had yesterday. So no harm though. Got out for at 79.21 from 79.32. Didn't get stubborn and try to wait it out. I would, certainly would have taken a far bigger loss if I had done that. So, but I'm still loving the way these things are working. I mean, this one didn't work great, but it worked not badly. This one worked very well, and this one, got out for a small loss. Let me bring up. Now, here's one I wanted to really show you though, because this is another strategy that we've got going, and well, here's one I didn't take. SCTY, and now it had volume at $50.04, and I missed it. 50. Now remember that, $50.04. And so I mean, way down here. I mean, this is amazing. So right down here is when I received that alert, and I missed it. I mean, I saw it, but I just didn't get in, and I didn't think I could chase it. And look how, I mean, it killed me to watch it, to be honest with you. I mean, $50.04, basically straight up. Could have got out, even here at 51.44. So well over about almost $1.50 from this great alert on this strategy. So that's why I'm really loving that one. And the other one that I didn't take, CCIH, from a slightly different strategy. Look at here, $10.56. Remember that, 1141. CCIH, $10.40 odd cents. Isn't that what I said? So right here is when I received that strategy. A little bit of a pullback here, but nothing serious. You know, I probably could have sold a little bit here and withstood that pullback, and then it just ripped for the rest of the day, and it's still going up. So this is why I'm really excited about these strategies. Yeah, I hope you understand that. I mean, instead of having to click on a bunch of stocks all day long, I mean, I do that. I mean, listen, I do that. Every when a stock hits a new high of the day and it meets some of the other filter requirements, of course, I click on it and I see what's happening. I may post it in the room. But how wonderful would it be if you just had strategies that you could really, really rely on? I mean, every single one of them work? Of course not. Nothing in this world will ever work 100% of the time. But you get about 4 or 5 strategies that maybe give you 3 or 4 a day. So you're only looking at maybe 10 to 15 stocks a day. I mean, that's gold. I mean, and I really think that's coming to Trade Ideas in their optimized channel. So just want to show you oh, okay, that is it for the ones, but one more, just 1 second, please. Yeah, now I know the one I wanted to show you was Con, and they had earnings today, and I have to admit, when I looked at their earnings it was not a beat at all. I mean, they were way less, but I didn't see what the guidance was, so maybe they've guided well for the upcoming quarter. But unfortunately, 12:20, that was right when I was walking my dog. So I missed this alert. 31.25. Check it out. 31.25 is right there. And look what it did. 31.25 to 33.76 in less than 5 minutes. So unfortunately, I missed that one. So I had a mixed bag, as I say. I mean, the first time the CBG did not work for me, but this one would have worked on this custom, and a couple of the other strategies that Trade Ideas has got going for it worked really, really well. So, and the opening range break. So that's what I'm saying. This is one strategy. I've got a couple here. And then this is another one. So that's 4 strategies that I'm really trying to optimize, and that might be all I'm going to need. Now, I can't kid myself. The strategies don't last forever, and that's why I need the odds maker to tweak them and to, perhaps to change some of the settings and maybe add a filter or delete a filter I mean, that's what the odds maker is all about. I mean, Trade Ideas created these, and these are the ones that I think in the channel bar, the new optimized channel bar, or the new optimized channel within the channel bar, what they'll do is they'll optimize these every day. So they'll run it through their system every single day to see whether or not they're still looking good. And if they're not, then they will do the tweaking. So we don't have to. But doesn't mean that this is something that I developed. Originally, Trade Ideas developed it for me, but since then I've added many things and I've tweaked it, and so I keep it up to date. So that's the beauty of the odds maker. You create your own, you tweak them, you keep them up to date, but you can also use the Trade Ideas created ones, and especially in this new channel bar. And you've got kind of the best of both worlds when you've got the odds maker. Anyway, that's it for today. Tomorrow, well, I guess it's April Fool's Day, so we'll have to see what happens. Okay, I just want to bring back the cover page. Here's the address to get in. Again, you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.